Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. But punter Thomas Morstead will get us started here. And off we go from Glendale. Amari DiMarcado to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play action. It's Murray. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
First down 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Durendo. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, they need 7. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Forced to his right. He keeps it himself. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's an Arizona 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action for Murray. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. It is picked up by the rookie safety.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll give it to Garendo. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd down and 9. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Third down and 9. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
George Kittle was the intended target that time. And third down coming up.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
This returnable from inside is on 40.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. He gets free. And he will go all the way. Craig Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback
At their own 35-yard line.
from the 35. It's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5. They go play action now. Murray. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good.
18 yards on the pickup there, and a first down.
At the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
Swim.
On play action, Murray forced out wide, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. Murray gonna hand this to Benson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, Gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
Go.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now it's going to be third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down throw for Murray. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
On second down, Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Here's a screen set up for Benson. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the zone read, a give to Benson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Murray. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
With the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job.
Good blocking, and he's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals are able to extend their 1st quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's hot. Christian McCaffrey. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Third down, they need 5. Able to complete it to Ayuk. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Third and 2. Here we go. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he's going to have the 49ers first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? It's pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And now, third and goal coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On first and 10, here's Benson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. And now compounding the issue here, we're going to get a delay. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again.
But I promise you, when they dialed this one up in practice all week, it went for a whole lot more than that, but it's something else for the defense to have to think about. And I think that's such an important conversation, Mike, is it's not always about the gain of that play, but it's about what does that play do to open up more things as the game unfolds down the road.
Murray from the gun on third down. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Benson. Not much to speak of on that one. Could be a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that walk. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. Marked down at the 6.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
Nice Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cody Simon. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Purdy works out of the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, Purdy. He'll air this one out for Watkins. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Niners. 52 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to 16. Jordan Hurts working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the Niners will cut into that lead. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. On gain there of 27 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, 49ers. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He's taken down just shy of the 10. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down. Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's Benson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd down, Murray. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down. Now give up the middle, it's Benson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Going for it all. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's going to look downfield once again. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That is fielded at the 13. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Murray. Will look middle and finds McBride as tight end. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead, they go offensive. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's an Arizona 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Conner. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
It is 2nd and 9. Arizona will take its 1st timeout. Clock will stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray going to look to do it himself. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his big tight end, Elijah Higgins. Touchdown, Arizona.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Zayvon Collins in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
And again, it's their inability to prevent negative plays. It's a big reason, Mike, why they find themselves trailing in this game. First play of the series, they already put themselves in a massive hole.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. He gets 3. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
And he will pull his way in for the 2 points.
49ers 21.
I see you from across the room. I thought I wouldn't feel a thing. I think it's getting colder now. I wanna get close to you. I swear that we've been here before. I guess you didn't notice me, but you do now. Oh, you do now. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. Oh, I've been standing here. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. It's never been so clear. I get it if you wanna wait, 'cause I'll stay in my place. I ain't got nowhere to go, I got plenty time to waste. I think I'm falling in love, but that's not enough. If you don't feel the same, I guess I'll leave you alone. But it's time again, babe. You never listen in, babe. If there's no promises made, I don't ever wanna fall in love. I don't ever wanna mess it up. We're running out of love. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. Oh, I've been standing here. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. It's never been so clear. Tell me to stay, you're wasting my time. Every day I'm waiting in line, standing in place, 'cause baby that's all I know. Why do you wait? Just tell me, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. Oh, I've been standing here. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. Oh, I've been standing here. Oh.
gotta pop my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We money, more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Give me that touch with my hater. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. On the gram, don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? It's a glitch, but you don't wanna see more. No, you wanna see more, but you wanna see soul. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shack about the